What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the Jayson Tatum build. This build is amazing, it's super good all around. It gets a ton of finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defense badges, and it also has really good physicals. And it may be the best all around build in the whole game. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much except the position. You want to be a small forward, hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want, then go ahead and click continue. Now for the second screen right here, the body settings. First off, for the height, you just want to stay at 6'7". This is the perfect height for this build. It lets you get all of your attributes basically maxed, or all of your important attributes at least basically maxed. It also allows you to have pro dribble moves and really good speed and really good all other physicals. So 6'7" is the perfect height for this build. Then for the weight right here, you just want to bring this down only a few pounds to 211 pounds right here. You can see this gives you +1 speed, so you'll have an 85 speed. That's the only reason you bring it down 4 pounds right there. And you do lose an interior defense, a post control, and 2 strength, but that's not a big deal. You'd rather have that 1 speed and give up those, since you're not going to quite max out any of those with this build anyways, so those don't really matter. The speed is the only thing that's important. Get that up to 85 at 211 pounds right here. Then go down to wingspan. For wingspan, you just want to go up 1. 7-foot wingspan right here. You can see this gets your driving dunk up to max. You only lose 1 on each of your shooting stats, which isn't a big deal. They're still going to be really good, and some of your defense goes up as well right there. So 7-foot wingspan, that's where you want to be for this build. Then for the body shape, this doesn't matter. You can pick whichever one you want. It doesn't affect the attributes for the build. It only affects how it looks, so you can choose whichever one you like the look of the most. I'll just take defined for this build, but you can pick whichever one you like the most. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution right here. First off, for the finishing attributes right here, you just want to max out your driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk, just like that. That gives 12 finishing badges, and you can see you can basically get every single important badge on Hall of Fame. Lob City finisher, slithery finisher, posterizer, all those good badges, you can get them up to Hall of Fame. So that's really good. And you don't upgrade your close shot on this build. I've explained a few times in my last build guides why upgrading close shot is not a good idea for most builds, but basically I'll just sum it up really quickly. If you upgrade your close shot, you can only get it up a little bit, and it takes a ton of attributes to get it up while giving almost no badges. So it's really not worth upgrading your close shot ever, because you'll have to give up so many badges in other categories and so many attributes in other categories that it just makes it super non worth it. So do not touch your close shot for this build. Considering you have a maxed out mid range and a maxed out driving dunk, you should be able to avoid the close shot range and either just shoot mid ranges or just get right to the rim and dunk it or lay it up. So you shouldn't need your close shot. It's not worth upgrading for this build and for most other builds. Then you can go down to shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out mid-range, 3-pointer, and then bring your free throw up right here to a 71 right here, so you get these 20 shooting badges. And you can see you can get almost every single shooting badge on Hall of Fame. There is some that you can only get on gold, but most of them aren't that important anyways, so you're really good right here with 20 shooting badges and getting basically every single one on Hall of Fame. And with an 89 3-pointer and a 94 mid-range with those 20 shooting badges, you'll never be missing. You'll be greening everywhere on the court. Every shot will be greening. You'll have no problem shooting with these badges and attributes. Then you can go down to playmaking right here. First, for playmaking, just skip pass accuracy. You want to max out ball handle and speed with ball. Then you can go back to pass accuracy right here, and you just want to bring this up to a 71 as well, same as the free throw right here. Boom. So you get those 13 playmaking badges, and you can see you can also get most of the important playmaking badges on Hall of Fame, including unpluckable and handles for days. Some of them you can only get to gold, like quick first step, but that's not really a big deal. Gold is still really good for badges like that. And obviously you have really good playmaking on this build. You have pro dribble moves, really good speed with ball, and your pass accuracy is more than high enough. My big man build has a 25 pass accuracy, and I can make every pass in the game, no problem. So with 71, you're going to have absolutely no problem making passes with this build. Then you can go down to defense right here. For defense, first of all, you just want to max out your perimeter defense. Then go down to your defensive rebound, max that out. Then put your offensive rebound up to an 80 right here. And then max out your block as well. That gives you 20 defense badges. And you can see, other than interceptor, you can basically get every single important defense badge for this build. And intimidator you can only get on gold, but that's still good enough, considering a lot of guard and wing builds like this don't even have intimidator at all. So gold is really good, and you can get clamps on Hall of Fame, pick dodger on Hall of Fame, rebound chaser, rim protector, all those good badges you can get onto Hall of Fame right here. And you have 20 potential upgrades, so you can get all of those up as high as you need them. And then you can go down to physicals right here, max out speed, acceleration, vertical, and stamina, just like that. Then with these remaining attributes, you can get your strength up to a 65 right here. And there you go. That is the final attribute distribution for this. I will say the steal attribute is similar to the close shot attribute. The reason you don't upgrade it is because it takes so many attributes to upgrade. It takes so much of your overall to upgrade, and you'd have to give up so many badges in other areas. And the only good thing about having steal is you can get interceptor, the badge. Otherwise, there's really no point. You could get a ton of steals with the 25 steal. Trust me, you'll get way more than you would expect you'll get. And you'll be really good with the 25 steal. So once you have your attributes looking like this, you can go ahead and click continue right here. Now for the takeovers for this build, obviously some personal preference here. It really does depend on your playstyle, but some of the best ones are finishing moves, easy blow-bys. You could take a shot creator one if you're planning on being a shot creator. That's not really the playstyle I'm planning on going with for this build, so I'm going to skip those. Limitless range is also really good, spot of precision is okay, and then the best lockdown ones are enhanced jump shot contests and extreme clamps. This one's also decent, but these two are the best, the blue and the orange one. So you could really take whichever one you want for this build depending on your playstyle and what you think you're going to be using the most and what you're going to need the most. But for me, for my primary one, I'm going to take limitless range, and for my secondary takeover right here, I'm going to take finishing moves so that I can be dunking on everybody. But easy blow-bys is also really good, so are the lockdown ones, but I'm going to take finishing moves right here. Go ahead and say yes, finish, and as you can see right here, boom, two-way scoring machine, shades of Gordon Hayward, DeMar DeRozan, and George Gervin. But it really does play like Jayson Tatum. As you can see, it has a lot of similar attributes, really good shooting, really good finishing, really good defense, just like Jayson Tatum. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a quick second and show you how to put on the badges for this build as well as the final attributes right here. You can pause the video, screenshot this if you want to see it, but I'm going to go right into the badges right here. First off, for finishing badges, you have 12, and I'm going to recommend definitely getting Hall of Fame Slithery Finisher, Hall of Fame Posterizer, and then with these last four right here, some good ones would be Lob City Finisher, Acrobat, or Heat Seeker. I'm going to put Heat Seeker up to gold right here, and then Lob City Finisher onto bronze, just like that. This is how I'm going to set up the finishing badges. Obviously, it might be a little bit different for you depending on your playstyle. If you think you're going to be catching a ton of lobs, then you might want to put Lob City Finisher all the way up to Hall of Fame. Or if you don't think you're going to be catching any lobs, you might want to take this off and put on Acrobat or get Heat Seeker up to Hall of Fame. But for me, just like this is the perfect way to have it set up. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for the shooting badges right here, first off, I'm going to go ahead and get deep threes onto gold, just like that. I'm also going to get corner specialist onto silver, Deadeye onto gold, Hot Zone Hunter onto Hall of Fame, just like that. And then with these last 8 right here, I'm going to get catch and shoot onto silver, blinders onto bronze, hot shot onto gold, and then rhythm shooter onto silver, just like this. Since you do have pro dribble moves with this build, you might be doing some nice little dribble moves, break down your defender, and then you want to green a 3. You're going to want to have this badge on silver to help you make that green, because over dribbling in this game really does seem to make it harder to make greens. Not impossible, you know, you obviously still see people isoing for 20 seconds and then hitting a green with the last 4 seconds on the shot clock, but it does seem to be harder to do that than it did in years past. So rhythm shooter onto silver I think is a good final investment, but obviously you could change these a bit depending on your playstyle right here. You could also take volume shooter down here, but I think that these are the best way to have it for my playstyle, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for the playmaking badges right here, first off I'm going to go ahead and put handles for days up to Hall of Fame, as well as unpluckable, get both of those onto Hall of Fame. And then I'm going to put floor general and dimer both on bronze, and then I'm also going to put tight handles, space creator, and ankle breaker all into bronze, so you can get all of the dribbling animations that you need to break down ankles, or break ankles rather, and break down defenders. This is the perfect way to have these set up in my opinion, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now for the defense badges right here, obviously a little bit of personal preference when it comes to defense badges. Depending on your playstyle, if you're going to be playing the big, the guard, the wing on maybe a pro-am or a rec team, you're obviously going to want to go with different badges in all of those situations. But some good all-around badges that you could go with is Hall of Fame Clamps, Gold Intimidator, Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, Gold Rim Protector, Silver Heart Crusher, Bronze Chase Down, Silver Pick Dodger, and then bronze box, just like that. This is a good all-around way to set up the defense badges for this build so that you can guard big men, guards, whatever situation you get put in. These are good all-around badges that you can have for this build, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm it like this, and there you guys go. That is the best Jayson Tatum build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that. So make sure you click that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of that. And I also stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be in the description. Make sure you go follow me over there as well. But anyways, that's going to be it. All right. Peace.